All right, we're here with head football coach Russell Gaskamp. Coach, week one, there's a game on the schedule this week. What's it like to wake up knowing there's actually a football game?
Well, it's funny you say that. Yeah, I didn't sleep real well last night. I usually don't sleep a whole lot during the season, but you wake up and you know that there's no turning back now. We're done with camp. We had a good scrimmage Wednesday of last week and got a lot of good work over the weekend. But it's Monday now. We're in game week, and I know everyone's really excited. So.
Let's wrap up camp real quick. What were you most pleased with? What still needs a little work?
Well, the kids came out and worked every day. It's a smart group of guys. I mean, we're putting a lot on them right now, and for the most part, they're picking it up pretty good. I think we're a little bit further along in the playbooks and the installations than what I thought we might be. But we got a long way to go from a standpoint of learning how to do those things that are on paper. And then making it go, taking your drill work and then put it into game situation. Still playing, we still got to continue to work on technique and doing things exactly the way the coaches want them, and then them understanding those little things are what's really important in a football game and make a big difference between whether you win or lose. So.
Right. Let's do a little education for our fans here. This is the first time through, first game week. So what does game week look like? What does it look like between now and Saturday?
We're a little bit different than a lot of teams because most teams will take their off days on Sundays or Mondays. We do ours on Thursday. And so Monday's kind of a base installation, both sides of the ball. What are the, for their offense, what are their top three runs, their top three passes, their top three protections, Try to keep it really simple, get them to lock in on the next opponent, their base stuff. Tuesday's a little bit more of a base and situational day. Wednesday is primarily all situational. When I say that, I mean we're working on things that we would specifically do in a red zone and close to the goal line, and those situational football that if you don't prepare for those things, the difference between making a third and medium and not. And so that's kind of what a Wednesday looks like for us. We end with a good 2-minute period on that. Try to simulate. We always want to end practice in something fast. That's good, our ones-on-ones. And then Thursdays are off day. It gives us a chance as coaches to kind of regroup and say, hey, what's worked during the week and what do we need to take out? Obviously it's more important to go in with the idea that you're going to take things that you're good at rather than something that just looks good on paper. And so Thursday is really more for the coaches as much as anybody. Friday, we represent back a finalized game plan and have a short walkthrough type of practice, and then Saturday we're getting after it. So. All
right. Wesley College comes in on Saturday. Probably not a name our fans are familiar with. They're not in the NE10. They're Division III. What do we know about them?
They're a good football team. They've had a program that's been very successful. They've been able to sustain that success for a while. They're picked to win their league. They're a Division III school that's got a lot of Division II good-looking football players on their team. Real solid on defense, nothing real flashy, but they kind of have a scheme that they do, and they run it really, really well. And they got good players to do that. And, I think for them it starts with, and I would say this about any of our opponents, but it's going to start with us stopping their running back. They got a good running back. Not exactly sure who we're going to see at quarterback from them. So you got to kind of plan for a couple different guys, but that's pretty common for the first game of the year. And so, I think the things that we talked about that are going to be, points of success for us this season, win the turnover battle, being able to run the ball, being able to stop the run, are going to be important in this game. So.
All right. On the flip side, what can we expect to see out of the Ravens in week one? What should people be watching for the first time they come to Sodexo?
Well, I think we're going to be fast. I think on offense, we want to play at an up-tempo pace. I think our kids have embraced that. I think that's going to look like what we're trying to get accomplished. Defensively, I think we're going to be very aggressive, from just a pure alignment standpoint. What we do defensively lends itself to being aggressive, trying to get hits on the quarterback, play behind the line of scrimmage. Hopefully I see a group of guys that are playing their butts off and being very enthusiastic and supportive and positive on the sideline and out there having a whole lot of fun. So.
All right, awesome. We're going to try to wrap up with this every week. What's the most important thing for the Ravens this week? What do we got to do?
Well, I think, boy, that's a tough question. And the fact, normally there's going to be a real simple, easy answer to that. But anytime you're dealing with kids in the first game, no matter how much you try to simulate situational football. You learn a lot about your team in the first game and how they handle adversity. You know, college football game is a long game. I mean, it's 60 minutes and it's ups and downs and and highs and lows and it's getting a group of guys that have never played college football game before and getting them to adjust to that and get used to that and realize that if you give up a touchdown, it's not the end of the world. And at the meantime, if you get up 14-0, that the game ain't over either. And so I think a lot of it's just going to be us, organization and admin on the sideline, guys being locked in for the entire time, our substitution patterns being good. Of course, I'm always going to say stop the run and run the ball, but we just really want to get through this first game and see how the kids respond to everything, and we'll learn a lot about our football team while we do that. So.
All right, he's head coach Russell Gaskamp. They're taking on Wesley noon o'clock on Saturday at Sodexo Field. We'll see you out there. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.